Hello, and welcome to Futra's League of Legends LP. In this episode, we're going to be going into a real match, and I'm going to try and explain the concepts as they come up. God willing, we'll get jungle. It looks like we might. Absolutely unclear to me why I can't select Aatrox. But maybe he's disabled for now. Alright, so we're going to select jungle. And I'm going to try and give you guys an idea of what goes into jungling. What the experience is like. Alright, we're going to try and find a real strong jungler.
By my will, this shall be finished.
Alright, Jarvan's fun. Okay, so hopefully you've already seen the video where I describe like what the hell is going on with runes and masteries. But in case you didn't, basically, the deal is you want to get different runes and masteries for each champion. Obviously. So for Jarvan, I'm going to be going with basically attack damage and armor runes, which will help him both survive the jungle creeps and deal more damage in his ganks. And then I'm going with attack damage and heavy defensive masteries, which will once again let him do a little more DPS and help him transition into a tank role later on. So the way Jarvan plays in the game is as a very heavy ganker. So basically, you just run around trying to kill people in lanes. The way he does that is with a combo of his E, or flag toss, and his Q, or something, I think it's called like Dragon Strike, or something badass, which lets him jump to his flag. And when he jumps to the flag, he knocks up anyone in the way. So it's really good for getting some CC down and killing people, which is basically what we want to do as a jungler during the laning phase, which is the beginning when everyone's still in lanes and the outer towers haven't gone down yet, and there's no reason to really roam from one place to another to get objectives quite yet. So that's going to be our goal, and I accidentally took Exhaust instead of Smite. Smite is what lets you actually kill jungle creatures. It looks like this, what Lee Sin took. What I took is Exhaust, which slows down people a lot, like just for very briefly, and slows their attack speed, which will definitely make my ganks stronger, but it means that when we're trying to get the big objectives, like Dragon and Baron, they give you gold, and in the case of Baron, a big buff, they're in the river. When you're trying to get those, you're going to suffer. You'll have less control over them because you won't have that huge damage from Smite to come into play. So it's going to be difficult for us to get objectives, which is a big problem because a lot of how this game is won is about objectives, not so much about getting kills. Because like Dragon, for example, is worth 190 gold to each player, which is like basically like 3 kills, essentially. And that adds up over time pretty heavily. So that's an issue, needless to say. Generally, I would suggest Smite on a jungler. But I didn't do that. So what can you do? I'll just have to make up for it by getting amazing ganks off. Well, that's an auspicious beginning. But, oh well. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Alright, so just looking briefly at our teams. Obviously, y'all probably don't know what any of these characters do. So Kennen is an AP carry, sometimes an AD carry, but basically he is a little guy who relies on stacking this thing called the Mark of the Storm, that lets him eventually get stuns every three stacks. All his abilities add stacks. Katarina is our AP carry, who relies on dealing a lot of AoE damage and being highly mobile. Quinn is our AD carry, who just gets a lot of auto attack damage and can turn into a bird that can fight. Is a really strong melee fighter. And finally here, Leona is our support, who just has really, really heavy CC. She's pretty strong. Very good all in. So you can just go and straight up kill her lane opponent. Which is good. Alright, so for this you want to start E, and then I think max Q. Because E lets you get off, E first off obviously enables your Q ganks, as we talked about earlier, because remember it lets you jump to it. But it also gives you an attack speed bonus, both passively just by having it, and then also when you plop down the standard, which lets you clear jungle camps faster. So it's really good for this initial business. This is where the red lizard spawns. The red lizard gives you a buff that makes your attacks deal damage over time and slow down the people you hit. It also has a ton of XP. A ton of the XP is in the red lizard here and the blue lizard here. That increases your energy resource, whether it's mana or energy. It makes you respawn faster and decreases your cooldown, so your abilities come back faster. So basically, you want to get these two buffs to get a ton of XP in the jungle. It's very important to get them. So people will invade early in the game, come into the enemy jungle, maybe try and get a kill or two, get some CC down, and then steal them away. But luckily, it doesn't look like they did that here, even though they could have, because they have Smite and I don't, which would give them like 1,000 damage on the monster. But it's okay. What all this means basically is that I'm going to have a tougher time clearing out my jungle, but it shouldn't be impossible. And actually I lied, it deals like... What was that? I have no idea what that thing that popped up was. It looked crazy. I don't know. But so I'm just going to pop over and grab my blue. Hopefully Lee Sin didn't take it. I DC'd. That's okay. Alright. So, I'm just going to pop over, grab this, and then we're going to start ganking. Probably I'm going to gank middle, because middle is a character called Lissandra. They're AP carry. AP carries always go middle, by the way, because generally they're good at ganking. Weird, I guess it's just the thing that comes up when I kill things. Weird. Because generally they're good at ganking, and in the middle lane you have easier access to the side lanes. So Lissandra gets this ability called Glacial Path that lets her dodge shit really... Oh my god, I just missed out 100%. That's bad. Alright, so we're not going to get a gank off. We're just going to go shamefully back and clear the jungle. So that's been counter-jungled by Lee Sin. Counter-jungling is invading and stealing shit. So he stole my little dudes there, which sucks. But, you know, what can you do? Hopefully he didn't steal this. Yep, he didn't. Alright. So I'm going to finish off this, then I'm going to go gank bottom. And hopefully that at least will go well. I really don't have the hang of how this character works yet. As you can see from that last game. It was kind of abortive. Alright, let's go in. Let's see if Jinx stays. Hopefully we'll get in range. Nope, they just want to back off. If they hadn't backed off, we maybe could have gotten some damage on them. Because I think that we were going to get the right angle to hit Fiddlesticks, but...
For my father, the king.
Nope, they know. Okay, so we're not going to get a gank there for a while. I'm going to maybe come back and hope that... Meanwhile, Lee Sin got us more successful gank and then he dealt damage, but he didn't get a kill either, so it's probably okay. That I didn't. But what can you do? Sometimes you just don't get the ganks immediately. Especially when you're terrible, like I am. Alright, so I'm going to go down. I still have the blue buff, remember, which gives me the mana and cooldown. So I can just spam my abilities in the jungle all day. I'm going to finish off clearing these golems again. And then I'm going to go gank through the bush. And hopefully they'll have pushed forward a little bit. So that I can actually, you know, get in sneakily and make it a successful gank. We'll see. We will see. Hopefully this isn't warded.
Find me greater foes.
Alright, if it is warded, we probably won't get killed, but if it's not, we have enough CC to get some stuff done. Let's see if they come forward. If they do, it's probably not warded.
I love a challenge.
Oh my god, I died to Fiddlesticks. That's embarrassing. That should not have happened at all. But they got a kill, and they should get another if they just would auto attack. Please auto attack. Nice, okay, they got a double kill. So, although I wasn't necessarily 100% responsible for that, you see the basic idea of ganks, right? Like, we did get kills. And we also got assists on the kills. Like, see how I have this number 2 here? Which gives us a little bit of extra gold. So, they only got 1 assist on each kill. We got 2 assists on each kill. So we got significantly more money, not beyond just getting a double. So that was a good game. Although I fucked it up. And Lee Sin took my wolves. Which is very rude. But that's okay. Let's see if I can get... No. I'm gonna see if I can at least not lose all of my camps to Lee Sin. That would be nice. Alright, I think I'm just gonna keep ganking bot because it's possible.
Ours is but to do
Especially because they flashed. So now should be an easy time to get another kill. My buff came up at 7 minutes. I'm gonna try and get some damage down bot really quickly. We'll see if I do.
For my father, the king.
I'm just gonna hide here for a second. I think it's pushed forward enough. Now I'm gonna come up, and we'll see. It looks like they might know.
Who dares defy my will?
Alright, we're gonna go back and cut off this Lee Sin. There's a ward, so he definitely knows we're coming, but we might be able to get him anyway.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
Nice, we got him. Alright.
Find me greater foes.
It was weird that they did that, because they knew, you have to imagine they could at least suspect that we had a ward there.
I love a challenge.
But, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so basically, the jungler gets most of the red buffs, but usually the mid laner will be mana based, as their AP carries and these abilities or whatever. And if they are mana based, then they should get the blue buff because they're gonna need it to use their abilities more and get ganks off. But because in this particular case, Katarina is not a mana based character. Instead, she uses energy. I don't have to give her the blue buffs, so I'm just going to take them. That'll give me more levels. Let me, obviously level faster. And generally just get a bit of an advantage to make up for the fact that I don't have smite, which gives me slower jungle clearance. Alright, and it looks like our bot lane is just winning off the strength of that double kill, which they really should be. Like, you would hope so.
Topple their forces.
Like, it definitely is a significant advantage. So, good job then. Alright, so my ultimate ability.
An ally has been slain.
Looks like bot is top's only doing okay, but that's okay. Alright. My ultimate ability is called Cataclysm, where I jump up and trap whoever I jump onto in a big ol' circle of rock, which hopefully you'll get to see in a successful gank soon. So basically, you jump to the flag, Q over, and then you use your thing. Oh my god, I should come. I should be there. I need to be there right now.
Protect the faithful.
You have been
Oh my
slain.
god. That was stupid. I should have known the song would do that. Like, it was pretty obvious she was going to, but I just was a dumbass. Okay, thank god that cat got out. Oh man, that was just my misplay 100%. I shouldn't have gone in. I was low. They'd already made it out effectively. Like speaking not shouldn't go in. Is like the definition of shouldn't go in. Although that was nice. That was good.
Has been slain.
I guess that's another shouldn't go in. People at my level, including myself, of course, as you have seen, do really stupid shit like that all the time. Like, we're pretty bad.
No quarter for the wicked. Demacia! Ours is but to do and die.
An enemy has been
Nice.
slain.
That was really good
And forever.
reactions from the Quinn. Now I'm gonna see if I can get a kill up here. Hopefully, yeah, this wave is pushing. There's a bunch of caster minions. And we can hopefully get a kill on this Noodly. Not if I miss like that. We can. Alright, whatever. That's good enough. I'm just gonna go back and farm. Because I don't have enough ready items. Alright, so in terms of items, by the way, I start out Spirit of the Ancient Golem, which is one of 3 jungler items. So you remember the machete that I started out with? My first item? That builds into 3 things. Spirit of the Elder Lizard, which is a like damage item for attack damage characters. Spirit of the Ancient Golem, which is like a health item. And I think Spirit of the Elder Wraith, or Ancient Wraith, or something like that, which is a spell vamp and AP item. So, because I'm a tanky character, a tanky jungler, whose role is just to soak up DPS damage, this is what I want to start with. It also increases your damage out to monsters, which is very clear. That's why you get it as a jungler. I'm going to run up top, actually, try and help this Katarina, although she may just get a kill by herself.
An ally has
Shouldn't
been
have run around so
slain.
much. She should have just gone for a kill. She might be able to get one. I might be able to get one, actually. If he backs there. I don't know.
Demacia, now and forever.
You have
Yep,
slain
got it.
an enemy.
Alright, nice. That was just having good ward coverage. That's thanks to Leona. And just being a good support and putting that ward down.
An enemy has been slain.
And being a good support and killing the Fiddlesticks. Although generally in the bottom lane, the AD carry should get any kills, not the support, because this AD carry scales really hard off of items and attack damage, hence AD, which stands for attack damage in case I haven't made that
Shut
clear.
down.
So it's not ideal that a support would get a kill, but better to get a kill than not. Alright, so one thing I haven't been doing is going for dragon. Generally you want to try and get dragon kills pretty regularly, like whenever you get a kill on like a mid laner or on a bot lane, or even on the enemy jungler because they won't have smite. But because I don't have smite, unless Lee is dead and for sure can't smite steal it away, it's basically just a bad idea to try and steal it, because it will just get taken. So that's why I'm not going for the dragon. Although generally, as a jungler, you definitely should go for dragon. It's bad that I'm not. But hey. What can you do? Sometimes you gotta just, choose exhaust instead of your jungling abilities. It's just way of the world. Well, I'm sure you guys will never do it until you see my mistake. You'll always remember to change. Alright, so here for even, Lee could steal it pretty easily, but I don't think he has it warded. And I don't think he's in the area, so it should be alright. But we'll find out. Alright, now that I've gotten this, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to get mobility boots, which will let me gank around really quick. No one's really taking down turrets. Well, as I say that, they take down a turret. People aren't taking down many turrets, so I feel relatively well, okay, I'm going to go merch heads, actually. I lied. Although I do feel relatively comfortable, you know, getting mobility boosts let me go really quick, because I feel like the laning phase is going to be long. Oh my god, they're so dead. Oh, this is bad. I need to come bottom to just pull the turret and stop them from killing it. Now is when they should be going for dragon. They should take this turret and then go for dragon for sure. Like, that would be a great time.
Ours is but to do and die.
Well, let's see if they do. They might. Yeah, that flag grants vision, as you can tell. Great for checking out places, see if
Today is a good day to die.
It looks like they're not getting dragon, which is like a thank God kind of thing. Because they definitely could get it, and if they started getting dragons, that would definitely give them a big objective lead. And then I'd be kind of screwed. But they're not, so lucky me. But they should be. Do that if you're jumbling. Alright, I'm gonna go up and help top. Nidalee is very hard to gank. This character, she can turn into a cat and just pounce around and jump over walls. She has a heal, a bunch of stuff. Although she's actually focused around poking mostly. She has her spear, it's very strong. And although this Nidalee is going for attack damage, so she's focused less around poking, more about being a cat. Which is, you know, just more fun. But so it's gonna be hard to kill her, but I feel like Kennen has been dying in lane a good bit, and he needs the help, so I'm gonna try and come up and deal a little bit of damage at least.
I love a challenge.
Alright, so I got some damage off. That's all I really wanted to do. Just give Kennen an advantage in lane so he won't die.
Find me greater foes.
Now I might come do the same. I shouldn't have Cataclysm there. I forgot that she could just pounce over. After I just told you guys that she can pounce. But, you know, it's okay. Let's see if she's using the Glacial Path to see us.
No quarter for the wicked. The massive, now and forever.
Killing spree. Shut down.
Alright, we got the kill on her. Let's try and get the kill. Okay, yep, okay. Honestly, I feel like I misplayed that somehow, but I'm just not sure how exactly. I feel like I should have been able to... Okay, barrier down, that's really good.
An enemy has been slain.
Should... Yeah, okay, we need to turn back now. We've gotten all we really can out of that. But we can probably get this turret down. And if she stays, she's
We shall rest when we are dead.
not gonna die if we do that kind of thing.
An enemy has been slain.
I love a
I
challenge.
tried to take the turret down before I could kill her, but no luck. That was really fucking greedy. Speaking of really greedy, what we're doing right now is really fucking greedy. Holy shit. I just need to go home. I'm gonna build... Should I build tank? Probably need to build tank. Given it's really only me and Leona. And Leona is just building GP5, gold per 5 items, which is an interesting choice. Which I mean, probably not ideal. Alright, so I grabbed Aegis here, Aegis of the Legion, because which is good against magic damage. It provides an aura to your team members, and that helps prevent magic damage, which I just said. Because Lysandra and Fiddlesticks both do a heavy... Here's Fiddlesticks. Both do heavy magic damage.
Stand with me,
And I want to
brothers and
not
sisters.
just die. Otherwise, there's a very high chance of me just dying, which would be humiliating. Alright, now I'm coming up to gank. Nidalee's low. I can deal decent damage and I'm reasonably mobile. Lee Sin's still there. They very much are aware that we're coming. But they might not be aware that I'm coming. No, they're aware.
Find me greater foes.
Alright. We're not going to get much there. Nidalee, also one of her abilities is to put down traps that give vision and deal damage. And I'm just not going to be able to get that, unfortunately.
Topple their forces.
But maybe I'll be able to... Basically, bot lane is where I think I can get
Your turret
shit
has
done.
been destroyed.
Unfortunately, not at the moment.
No quarter for the wicked.
Alright, although Lee Sin's still
An
top,
enemy has been
that
slain.
means now is a good time for Dragon. Oh, but Dragon's down. They probably got it. Alright, well, that's not ideal. But it's the end of the world. Okay, oh my god, this cannon is so fucked. Yeah, that was the cat form that I talked about.
Day to die.
Probably I should go up there and stop it, but or at least go middle and help. This feels not dead. Wow. No, this feels dead. That was a nice ulti.
Rampage.
Alright, yep, got enough damage off to kill her. Nice. I was worried that I wouldn't, but
Now and forever.
well done, Katarina and what's her name? Leona. Doing that.
Stand with me,
Alright, I'm just gonna
brothers
hit
and
this.
sisters.
Alright, we can't get much here. We don't really have, you know, it's hard without range to push down
Protect the
turrets.
faithful.
So I'm just gonna back off. Keep on farming. Which I'm a little bit ahead of Lee Sin, and I think because I have gotten more
No quarter for the wicked.
more of the buff than him, I should be ahead. And I'm a level ahead, okay. So not a lot, but you know, a little bit.
Purge the unjust.
He's also he's got Sightstone, which is good on Lee Sin because one of the abilities Lee Sin has. Lee Sin is the enemy jungler, by the way. I'm sorry if I haven't made that clear. One of the abilities he has
Today is a good day
is
to
the
die.
ability to jump to allied champions or wards. So if you have Sightstone, you have an endless supply of little things to jump to, which is really fun to do, actually.
Find me greater foes.
Alright, looks like Jinx left. Yeah, there's a ton top, so we should just go take this turret bot.
We shall rest when we are dead.
I think they're honestly overcommitting for that. If Phil 6 doesn't make it
An
over
enemy
here.
has been slain.
Phil 6 might take this route.
Double kill.
If he does, he's absolutely dead.
Kill.
Yep, he's not going to. Okay,
Shut down.
so we can just get some heavy damage on this turret.
Demacia. Now
Oh,
and
she was just
forever.
taking it down.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Now!
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Righteous
An enemy has been
retribution.
slain.
Gouge and valor.
An ally
Oh
has
my
been
god, I
slain.
didn't get the damage off fast enough.
Aced.
We do get an ace, so that's quite good.
Ours
So I'm gonna talk a little bit.
is
Let's talk a little bit
and
about
die.
Fiddlesticks. I'm gonna see if I can solo the dragon while we do. So Fiddlesticks is traditionally played as a jungler. It was actually only like partway through this season that he started getting played as a support. And as a support, he has decent he has good CC. He has good single target CC in the form of his fear, which just makes people like walk around randomly. And he has a silence as well that he can pop out that deals that can also bounce. It's called like Crow something or other. It's not actually called Crow something or other. It's called, yeah, I don't know. Fuck, who knows what it's called? Something. It's definitely called something. It has a name. So he. But the big thing about him that you need to worry about when playing against the Fiddlesticks is his ultimate, which is called Crow Storm, which it sends out that huge AoE lets him teleport a little bit, and deals just absolutely absurd damage.
Stand with me,
So we've got to be
brothers and
careful of that.
sisters.
So here I'm kind of low on health, so it's a little questionable whether or not we should be doing this. But Leona's initiating, so I'm going to initiate too.
Today is a good day to die.
I got my ulti off, so I got the damage at least, even if I didn't get the terrain. Okay, Lee Sin's came behind, that's bad, but he also got caught out. Nidalee just suicided, which is great. And those Zonias, oh my god, Zonia's Hourglass is an item that lets you go, oh fuck, they're so dead. Oh my god, Quinn's a hero. Quinn is a hero. This Quinn a hero. Zonia's Hourglass right here, an ability for AP casters that gives you, oh my god, where is it? There it is. AP casters that lets you go briefly invulnerable. Very nice usage there by those two dudes. Alright, so now I'm going to just keep itemizing for defense. I'm going to get my Lockwood and Solari, which gives you an activatable AoE shield. And I'm going to grab some health and Warden's Mail that gives me some armor to defend against this Lee Sin, who looks like he's building Blade of the Rune King that will give him some decent AD damage. Also because Jinx is decently fed, and I already have the AP defense with the locket. So here we are. So I'm definitely not doing a lot of damage this game, despite my 5 kills. I'm just gonna focus on taking. Because if they can't get through me, like that last time, I honestly probably shouldn't have gone in. And at a certain point, once it gets to mid-game and team fights, you want to stop taking red buff and start giving it to your AD carry, because your AD carry will use it better. They just deal more AD damage than you. More damage, period, really. And that point has definitely come. Because now I'm not really ganking anymore, we're grouping up and taking objectives, like turrets and stuff. Oh my god, Quinn does a lot of damage. 200, oh my lord, that is absurd. Quinn is just enormous, 10 kills. This game is just really coming out of control for them right now.
Who dares defy my will?
Oh my god, Quinn did not want to do that.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. Ace.
But I guess Quinn did want to do that. I take it back. One of Quinn's abilities is called Vault, which lets her jump to, which in her bird form jumps straight to her opponent. So Lissandra used her E just as Quinn vaulted, and Lissandra E lets her travel along that path and then teleport to it.
Team has destroyed a turret.
So she went way further than I think she intended to. Speaking of going further than you should.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Protect the faithful.
Alright, I shouldn't have turned around. That was dumb. That was fantastically stupid. I'm just going to die. I should have just run. Okay, so now I'm going to get Random Envelopment. It gives me another activatable ability. It lets me pop it and slow everyone's attack speed around it. What I should have done is popped Locket in that situation. Locket and Solari would have given 120 damage shield, which would have definitely saved the life of that Katarina, but I didn't. Okay, now honestly I should probably be building damage, but I'm just going to keep on building health. Just get into a big tank that they
An
just
enemy
can't do.
has been slain.
Because I think that, frankly, Quinn has enough damage. Alright, Quinn should have come around the other way and fought, but it looks like we DC'd. So who knows. Hopefully they'll win. Hopefully we'll come on this DC and this Quinn will just XOXO. Instead of, or they'll just die. Yeah, Lee Sin. Very unclear what's going on. Alright, let's see. Quinn died, but Lee Sin and Lissandra died. So, not the end of the world. Maybe a Jinx rocket came. It's okay. I mean,
Topple their forces.
I don't know, not great. She should have just stayed on the side closer to them and not walked all the way around the bush. but we all make mistakes, and she's definitely carrying overall, so we can't complain that much. Alright, I'm going to keep on grabbing blue buff just because there's no one else who really uses it. Like, Katarina could use it for the cooldowns, but I'm really greedy. So there's that. I'm just going to keep stealing it. Gotta get my CS up.
Find me greater foes.
Alright. Now we really should start having wards on Baron, and I could definitely be one of the people who do that. Oh, well, we can grab Dragon, I guess. Well, we shouldn't grab Dragon at this point. It's really dangerous to take Dragon when Baron is up, because Baron is a much more powerful buff. So if you get Dragon and they get Baron, they won that trade. And if you are all the way south at Dragon, you're going to have a ton of trouble getting up to Baron. So mid and late, so late game especially, you really can't afford to show more than like one person like this Quinn down at Dragon. Otherwise, they're just going to take Baron. What Kennen is doing right now, up top, alone, is called split pushing, where you split off from your team and you push. Pretty self-explanatory. He's not doing it very successfully. Oh, he's doing it pretty successfully. He got a kill.
An ally has been slain.
So not bad, him.
Double kill.
You got a double kill? Are you kidding me? Alright, so that's really good. That's what you want to do as a split pusher. You want to be able to get the...
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I need to walk a little further away there. Alright, and I always throw down my flag whenever I'm going in on an objective with my team, because it lets us get a... Oh my god, she almost died. That's so close. It increases our attack speed. I should have said that earlier. It increases attack speed in the AoE, actually. Oh, rest in peace.
Enemy double kill. You have slain an enemy.
Rest in peace. Alright. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this turret. This is,
Destroyed an inhibitor.
yeah, we are. Okay.
You have been slain.
Oh, come on. Yeah, Leona. Onin. Freaking Onin. She's gonna get another kill. Or she's just gonna kill the Nexus. Okay. Very close battle. Oh my god, and she got the kill. She shouldn't have been able to get that kill. I don't know. They're supposed to be invulnerable. That was awesome. Alright. So that's the role of the jungler. Basically, you want to be ganking and getting objectives, and you always want to get smite. So that's Jarvan. Alright. So it looks like we won that one. Nice job, us. And I'll see you in the next episode. Alright. Thanks a lot for watching.